This chapter explains the role of public relations, sponsorship, and corporate advertising in relationship marketing and integrated marketing communications. By integrating public relations, event sponsorship, and institutional advertising with its general advertising activities, a company can improve the overall effectiveness of its marketing efforts. The term public relations is widely misunderstood and misused. Part of the confusion is due to the fact that public relations covers a very broad range of activities. Depending on the context and one's point of view, it can be a concept, a profession, a management function, or a practice. For our purposes, we define public relations, or PR, as the strategic management of the relationships and communications that individuals and organizations have with other groups for the purpose of creating mutual goodwill. Every company, organization, or government body has relationships with groups of people who are affected by what it does or says. They may be employees, customers, stockholders, competitors, suppliers, legislators, or the community in which the organization resides. Marketing professionals refer to these people as stakeholders because they all have some vested interest in the company's actions. In PR terminology, each of these groups is considered one of the organization's publics, and the goal of PR is to develop and maintain goodwill with most, if not all, of its publics. Failure to do so may mean loss of customers and revenues, time lost dealing with complaints or lawsuits, and loss of respect, which weakens the organization's brand equity as well as its ability to secure financing, make sales, and expand business. In short, the goals of public relations are to improve public opinion, build goodwill, and establish and maintain a satisfactory reputation for the organization. PR efforts may rally public support, obtain public understanding, or simply respond to inquiries. Well-executed public relations is an ongoing process that molds good long-term relationships and plays an important role in relationship marketing and integrated communications. Many public relations communications, like publicity, are not openly sponsored or paid for. People receive these communications in the form of news articles, editorial interviews, or feature stories after the messages have been reviewed and edited or filtered by the media. Since the public thinks such messages are coming from the media rather than a company, it trusts them more readily. For building credibility, therefore, public relations is usually the better approach. However, while advertising is carefully placed to gain particular reach and frequency objectives, PR is less precise. Public relations objectives are not as easy to quantify. In fact, the results gained from public relations activities depend greatly on the experience and skill of the people executing them and the relationship they have with the press. But PR can only go so far. Editors won't run the same story over and over. An ad's memorability, however, comes from repetition. While PR activities may offer greater credibility, advertising offers precision and control. Advertising professionals see marketing as the umbrella process companies use to determine what products and services the market needs and how to distribute and sell them. To advertising professionals, advertising and public relations are marketing tools used to promote sales. Public relations professionals take a different view. With a background often in journalism rather than marketing, they believe public relations should be the umbrella process. They think companies should use PR to maintain relationships with all publics, including consumers. When PR activities are used for marketing purposes, the term marketing public relations, or MPR, is often used. In support of marketing, public relations activities can raise awareness, inform and educate, improve understanding, build trust, make friends, give people reasons or permission to buy, and create a climate of consumer acceptance, usually better than advertising. In an integrated marketing communications program, advertising and MPR need to be closely coordinated. Many ad agencies now have PR departments or affiliate with public relations firms, and many companies now have communications departments that manage both advertising and PR. Because public opinion is so important, the PR person must constantly monitor, measure, and analyze changes in attitudes among a variety of publics. A common form of public relations research is opinion sampling. Using techniques such as shopping center or phone interviews, focus groups, analysis of incoming mail, and field reports. Some advertisers set up toll-free phone lines and invite consumer feedback. The PR practitioner analyzes the organization's relationships with its publics, evaluates people's attitudes and opinions toward the organization, assesses how company policies and actions relate to different publics, determines PR objectives and strategies, develops and implements a mix of PR activities, integrating them whenever possible with the firm's other communications, and solicits feedback to evaluate effectiveness. One of the principal tasks of public relations is to manage the standing of the firm with various publics. Reputation management is the name of this long-term strategic process. PR practitioners employ a number of strategies and tactics to help them manage their firm's or client's reputation, including publicity and press agentry, crisis communications management, and community involvement. Many public relations professionals focus primarily on generating news and placing it in the media for their companies or clients. A major activity of public relations, publicity, is the generation of news about a person, product, or service that appears in print or electronic media. Companies employ this activity either for marketing purposes or to enhance the firm's reputation. As a marketing communications vehicle, publicity often offers a considerably greater return on money invested than other communications activities. A large ad campaign might require an investment of 5 to 20% of sales, a major publicity program only 1 to 2%. To attract media attention, publicity must be newsworthy. Typical publicity opportunities include new product introductions, awards, company sales and earnings, major new contracts, mergers, retirements, and speeches by company executives. The planning and staging of events to generate publicity is called press agentry. Press agentry helps to bring attention to new products or services or to portray their organizations favorably. For print media, the publicity person deals with editors and feature writers. For broadcast media, he or she deals with program directors, assignment editors, or news editors. Successful PR practitioners develop and maintain close, cordial relations with their editorial contacts. One of the most important public relations tasks for any corporation is crisis management. Brand value can be quickly destroyed if damage control is not swift and thorough. The classic case of exemplary crisis communications management was Johnson & Johnson's handling of a product tampering episode in 1982. Several people died when a criminal laced bottles of J&J's extra-strength Tylenol with cyanide on retail shelves. The moment they received the news, management strategists at J&J and McNeil Products, the J&J subsidiary that markets Tylenol, formulated 3 stages of action. Number 1, identify the problem and take immediate corrective action. J&J strategists got information from the police, FBI, FDA, and press, identified the geographic area affected, corrected rumors, and immediately withdrew the product from the marketplace. Number 2, actively cooperate with authorities in the investigation. Johnson & Johnson was proactive. It helped the FBI and other law enforcement agencies generate leads and investigate security at its plants, and it offered a $100,000 reward. Number 3, quickly rebuild the Tylenol name and capsule line, including regular strength capsules, which were recalled too. Although J&J believed the poisoning had taken place at the retail end of the chain, it first made sure that the tampering hadn't occurred at McNeil. The company's 2 capsule production lines were shut down, and dog teams were brought in to search for cyanide. Experts on crisis management encourage all companies to follow J&J's example by being open and candid. Withholding information or evading questions inevitably backfires, as many politicians have learned. The goal of community involvement is to develop a dialogue between the company and the community. This is best done by having company officers, management, and employees contribute to the community's social and economic development. Every community offers opportunities for corporate involvement: civic and youth groups, charitable fundraising drives, cultural or recreational activities, and so on. A company should ideally adopt one program relevant to its expertise and focus its mission marketing activities. The PR department may help set up such programs and publicize them to the community. Organizations often need to deal with elected officials, regulatory and legislative bodies, and various community groups the realm of public affairs. Public affairs usually requires a specialist. Many experts think PR and public affairs should become more integrated to combine the skills and policy expertise of the specialist with the PR person's media and community relations savvy. Lobbying refers to informing government officials and persuading them to support or thwart administrative action or legislation in the interests of some client. Every organization is affected by the government, so lobbying is big business. Because company officials often have to speak at stockholders' meetings, conferences, or conventions, PR practitioners often engage in speech writing. They are also frequently responsible for making all the arrangements for speaking opportunities and developing answers for questions company representatives are likely to be asked. Since public relations people may sometimes represent their employers at special events, press conferences, and interviews, they too should be articulate public speakers. A public relations person may be responsible for soliciting money for a nonprofit organization or for a cause the company deems worthwhile, such as the United Way or Political Action Committee. Charitable organizations, labor unions, professional societies, trade associations, and other groups rely on membership fees or contributions. The PR specialist must communicate to potential contributors or members the goals of the organization and may integrate promotional tie-ins to publicize the drive or encourage participation. In the process, the company PR people may work closely with the advertising department or agency to create ads promoting the particular cause or to publicize the company's involvement with the cause in product ads. Public relations people prepare many of a company's communications materials. News releases and media kits, booklets, leaflets, pamphlets, brochures, manuals and books, letters, inserts and enclosures, annual reports, posters, bulletin boards and exhibits, audiovisual materials, and position papers. It's important that these materials are also accessible in an online newsroom. Here again, PR people may work with the advertising department or the agency to produce these materials. The advertising people need to keep the company's overall positioning strategy in mind while trying to help accomplish the particular PR objective. The clarity that comes from social media allows PR professionals to stay on top of any trends and deal with them before they become brand epidemics. With a good social media strategy, PR professionals can help get influential people to showcase their clients' products as they launch, keeping early adopters and loyalists abreast of new developments before the advertising hits. Maintaining and managing a corporate blog can help address important concerns, introduce new products or services, and maintain a dialogue between a company and its publics. A news release or press release, the most widely used PR tool, consists of one or more printed or electronic pages of information issued to generate publicity or shed light on a subject of interest. News releases cover time-sensitive hard news. Topics may include the announcement of a new product, promotion of an executive, an unusual contest, landing of a major contract, or establishment of a scholarship fund. A press kit, or media kit, supports the publicity of special events such as press conferences, grand openings, and trade shows. It includes a basic fact sheet of information about the event, a program or schedule of activities, and a list of the participants and their biographical data. The kit also contains a news story about the event for the broadcast media, news and feature stories for the print media, and any pertinent photos and brochures. Photos of events, products in use, new equipment, or newly promoted executives can lend credence or interest to a dull news story. In fact, a photo tells the story better. Photos should be high quality and need little or no explanation. Typed captions should describe the photo and accurately identify the people shown. Many publications, especially trade journals, run feature articles, which are soft news, about companies' products or services. They may be written by a PR professional, the publication's staff, or a third party, such as a freelance business writer. As an NPR tool, feature articles can give the company or product great credibility. Features may be case histories, how-tos, such as how to use the company's product, problem-solving scenarios, such as how one customer uses the company's product to increase production, or state-of-the-art technology updates. Other formats include roundups of what's happening in a specific industry and editorials, such as a speech or essay by a company executive on a current issue.